was like
gorgeous
summer holiday.
It was like boiling hot. We were in the countryside.
In that smelly lake.
We were swimming in like these lakes every day and
really
just
these awfully spoiled, naughty kids.
Yes.
Really, like Rosamund lived at the house while we were filming, so when we'd arrive for work, Mum would kind of come down the stairs, and then Emma would also be there, and Mum would play music, and then everyone's just kind of getting up to mischief and running around in this like sprawling acreage with a castle.
Loads more coming up from the cast of brand new British movie Saltburn, which is out right now in UK cinemas. I'm Max, this is Flip Your Wig. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss a video, and also subscribe so you can be a part of the community. Right, so there's this brand new movie that's out right now. It is dark, it is funny, it is gripping, seductive, creepy also, with a total plot twist.
My parents, they've got problems.
What kind of? What do you mean problems?
I don't think I'll ever go home again.
Well, why don't you come home with me? Come to Saltburn.
When I spoke to Emerald Fennell at the world premiere of this movie at London Film Festival a couple of months ago, this is how she described the movie.
This is a dirty period drama.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that is the perfect way of describing this film. Right, we've got so much more from the stars of the film. Barry Keoghan, Jacob Elordi, and also Archie Madekwe, plus Emerald Fennell, the woman that's written and directed it. But first, let's take a look at the film.
I think I like you even more than last year's one. You're so,
So what?
real.
Can't have been easy for Venetia. With you being a mother.
Why?
I didn't write it with Barry in mind, but once I finished it and we went to casting, there was no one but Barry who could do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was actually a higher level of difficulty because, it could have been anyone in the world, but it had to be him.
The process was, I wanted to kind of, create like an arc, and so I had kind of 5 different Olivers to play, 5 kind of different books, and I wanted each one of them to kind of have a different acceleration and a different tone and physicality and to look different. So that was the kind of the layout of it.
He kind of is really vile in the same way that everyone else is, you know what I mean? But in the way that kind of makes everyone good at the same time. But for me, immediately, I just kind of, not to be too kind of dicky about it, but I had this idea that sort of through the script, he's just like a lightning bolt of sunshine. Like he has to be up and it has to be gold. So I just sort of was trying to like personify that, I suppose, which is, a lot more fun than playing someone like, shitty.
I mean, I've said this a couple of times, but the route into it was quite unconventional because I probably didn't read the script until my 4th audition. It was under lock and key for so long. We had these
4 auditions?
Yeah, bro. So...
You know what?
I
wish some people had actually auditioned.
I didn't mean to start this. I don't mean this.
Farley, you troublemaker.
My bad. We just auditioned. I was just auditioning with monologues. I think a couple that Em would have written, and a Harold Pinter monologue, and I had to do them in different accents. I had no idea what I was auditioning for. And then it was maybe a 4 audition down the line where I finally read the script, and I just thought, thank God, this is incredible, because all this work would have been, and what such a waste of time it wasn't. It was just so good, and Farley was just, I think on the page, and I keep being told, oh, he's so mean, he's just like, and he's a villain, but I don't feel that way, and I feel like there were some things that on the page maybe felt mean, and I was really excited to unpick them and work out where they were all coming from.
First, I got to meet with Emerald, and we met I'm just going to say it was like Barbie's office. Everything was pink.
Sorry, it wasn't my office, it was the Lucky Chap office.
It was a Lucky Chap office,
should say.
Right. But you were sat back, like in this office, like, this is my office. No, but you did tell me it wasn't your office immediately. So we met, and Emerald was super specific, but also incredibly vague. She was like, there's this movie, and there is going to be some guys in it, that do stuff, and one is quite good, but and then there's a bad one who is but, and then she goes, so yeah. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Just say,
Good impression.
I was not allowed to show anyone the script, and I'd been told quite firmly by some frightening gentlemen that I was not allowed to talk about it. Therefore, I was trying to kind of get the measure.
But you did.
Okay.
I think, and I, from that point, I knew that regardless of what the script was, I wanted to make the movie. And then a little bit later, I was in London, and I sort of got to read in the room with her, and we did an audition, and then luckily I got it.
Truly, every single person in this movie is a genius, like beyond. And it's also, for me, it's about meeting them. And the connection with the material as well. I want to get under it, I want to get into it, I want to meet people and sit down and know we're going to kind of have a real conversation, and we're not going to pussyfoot around each other. We're going to get under the skin of something. And so that's what everyone in this just did. You know, they're just so talented, and it's a chemistry thing too. Everyone's chemistry, everyone's charisma is very unique, very different. Everyone's performance style is different and unique, and that, you know, it's about building, it's about all of them and working with them and seeing how to like put them in a room together and just let them tear each other apart.
I mean, Barry is, he's like the actor's actor,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Barry's been making movies since well before I made movies, and his movies are the movies that you watch when you're like, I'm going to be, you know, an actor.
I'm only 31. You know what I mean?
But it felt like plugging into sort of the source of what it is. He's like a main line of electricity, and it's just nothing. But it's like a joy.
So it's a testament to how brilliant Barry is, though, that kind of leaving there being like a moment of openness, because you really don't know what you're going to get when you're in a scene, and it makes it so exciting. It makes it feel so much realer and a lot more. It makes the scenes feel a lot more electric. It made it so much more fun.
Very spooky.
God, what did I do, man? Jeez. Thanks, lads.
You know, I think Jake and Archie would be better to describe it, but like, the only thing I care about is people being comfortable and it being fun and it being an opportunity to. I don't care about people learning lines. I hate that people are expected to learn lines. I hate self-tapes. It's so unfair. It's shit. So I want people to come in on book, and we can do it like you would in a rehearsal room. Like, get into it, have a chat, try it in different ways. I think in your audition, Archie, I was like, play this like a 5-year-old, be 5, or whatever it is, and then it's fun. And then at least both of you, even if nothing comes of it, you get the measure of each other, and you think, oh, that person was amazing. I want to work with them in the future. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's such an important part of the process, and I really hate the way that it is currently. And I'm glad that part of the strike was about all of that stuff, because it's really important. Dehumanising.
Emerald makes it feel like a workshop.
Yeah.
Like there was no end game or movie. When I went in there terrified with all my sort of paper and everything. Then I got in and she's like, fuck the cameras, and there's this couch, and she just kind of sat on the couch and we chat for a bit. No, but it was
nice.
There was it wasn't outcome based. It immediately became about two people sort of just playing in the room, workshopping on something. Maybe it's going to something for you, maybe it's helping me with something, and then you leave. And it was like an hour and a bit of playing. And a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people sit behind a camera and challenge you and like threaten you to do well, which is.
I mean, it's a collaboration at the end of the day, you know? It is. I know I'm joking about the audition thing, but that was the refreshing thing. Was when we spoke, it was so nice to kind of have a director you admire come to you and want to collaborate with you, and you not feeling you have to kind of beg almost. This is a horrible process. It really is. You know what I mean?
But I think it was one of the nicest things about working with Emerald, from the audition process to through to making the film, because she also created that space on set. And so I think because she knows good work can only come out of an environment that feels safe and like respectful, and where you feel like freedom to play and to do those things. She set that space up from the beginning, and you can't, you know, as Jacob said, when you feel threatened to do good work. Like,
The film is called Saltburn. It is out right now in UK cinemas, and the cast: Barry, Jacob, Archie, Rosamund Pike, Richard E. Grant, Karen Mulligan. Everyone in it has such brilliant chemistry, and I think Emerald Fennell's done a great job. This is her second feature. She's worked with Margot Robbie's production company Lucky Chap, so that's why Margot and her team have been everywhere promoting it as well. The movie is called Saltburn. It's out right now in UK cinemas. I highly recommend you check it out. It is weird, it is cool, it's a little bit creepy, it's also funny in this really dark way, and Barry Keoghan just reminds you that he can do these quite unhinged roles in such an effortless way. So check it out, let me know what you think. If you already have seen it, leave a comment. What did you think? What surprised you the most? Who was the standout character for you? Make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss a video, and I will be back soon with more videos. Take care.
I don't think I'll ever go home again.